Hello friends, welcome back. We're back for another episode of Chronicles of Drunagor, Chapter 7. Let's head straight over to the book area and find out what's happening in the galleries under the mountain. The galleries seem endless, and even though Thamagar and you camped on 4 occasions and rose by some promising stairways, you never found an exit. These corridors don't look like evacuation tunnels. Moreover, the tunnels are large enough to accommodate a robust person. Support columns raised in stone, straight and steady, aren't a rare sight, and from time to time you arrive in big halls where dozens of men could be lodged. This, of course, without taking the many branches and forks that you found along the way into account. All of this cannot be the Draconians doing, the sage thought aloud. The children of the dragons wouldn't traverse distances this far under the ground. You're already bracing yourself for another round of lectures and learnings when suddenly sounds of hammering reverberate through the walls around you, and you both cut off the small talk. There is something ahead. Raising your guard, you step furtively while listening to the knocks becoming more and more clear. Then, turning around, you find another dead end. Yet you're already savvy to this place's quibbles. Not losing a second, you throw a hand to the wall, searching for the hidden mechanism that you know is there. And so it was. Pulling the lever down, you thrust the massive slab that, with a perfect fit, posed as a wall. It rolls inside a partially buried hall with a high ceiling and embellished masonry where, as you suspected, was the reason for the knocks. A man dressed in light, functional clothes looked like an adventurer hitting a door's frame with his pickaxe. "Who the hell are you?" he rants, raising his torch for a better look at you. "Didn't anyone tell you that it isn't polite to sneak up on an honest worker?" Well, there we go. Who is it? I don't know. Normal rules for darkness hunting, normal rules for behaviour, normal rules for curse cubes. We have to start the adventure. Thamagar is still hanging out and he's still loyal. If he betrays us, I'm going to be very unhappy with him. Stirring darkness, 6 runes of each colour on the initiative track. So I've done the 3 on the initiative track, which you can see there. I have not done the others yet. So I'll do those now. Boop. So 1, 2, 3 green, 1, 2, 3 black, 1, 2, 3 blue, 1, 2, 3 red, 1, 2, 3 orange. There's not many left. There's only like 6 left. Every time you must take 1 rune from those that were set out to create it. Great. So this is for the piles of runes that we're going to find. And finally, we have the Book of Interactions, Tomb Robbery. This is exciting. Let's have a look at the page. Is that 15? Sure, that can't be 15. 17, Tomb Robber. Here we go. Introduce yourself as a friend. Demand to introduce himself. A question what an entrepreneur could be doing here. A question him about this place. He looks like a rakish chap. What sort of entrepreneur could be doing here? 75. You rakish and good-looking fellow. All right. The party leader writes down a suspicious approach. Then you face a dilemma. As a group, you and your partners must choose, in the case of a split decision, intimidate him into turning the relics that he found or point him from whence we came. He's very afraid, a tomb robber. We think he's a tomb robber. Give us the relics, mate. 78. Give us the relics. Intimidate him into turning over the relics. Believing you are punishing the tomb robber, you demand for safe passage. Wisdom blue check, difficulty 17. Do we have sowing winds? I don't think so. Oh, this is crazy. Uh-oh. So this is an unfortunate one. We need to get this one right. Oh, we did. So we got two blue cubes, which is +4. So that is a 13. We just got there. Oh my God. So, success. The tomb robber isn't too willing to obey your request, but when you reaffirm it with a tone so strong, he changes his mind. He take the Dwarven King's sword. Yes. Oh, and we draw 2 chess cards. Oh, nice. All right. Happy with that. Let's draw 2 chess cards. I mean, I've got Cosmic Gemstones galore. And Dwarven King's sword. Scroll of Icy Bolts, very nice. Potion of Preparation. Well, I'm going to immediately use the Potion of Preparation on one of my guys. And let's have a look at this Dwarven King's sword. I shall return. Alright, so we've picked up a Dwarven King's sword and we've immediately plugged a Cosmic Gem in it, which is glorious. And whenever you roll 16 plus, the attack gains +1 damage per 5 health the target has if it is a black monster. So it's very good at punishing black monsters. Great. So I think we're ready to proceed. Done. There's an interaction token here that says page 15. Well, page 15 we've done before. Surely that can't be right. Page 15 is Warlock Lass. That's got to be wrong. It's got to be page 18. Doesn't it? Inspect the iron door. For this thing? Surely. Interaction token, page 15. I reckon it's got to be page 18. So let's go over to the dungeon and have a look. We will put him here. We'll go here. Okay, Tork. He's first on our initiative track. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to use a Savage Charge. He's going to pay 1 hit point, boop, and then he's going to move 1, and we're going to do that interaction token. And let's inspect the iron door, which is over here. Great, 82. Inspect the iron door. And if I'm wrong, we'll go back and figure it out. All right. 82. I was built before the house of Lacan, and so I will do, even before the death of my lord. There isn't any strength capable of moving myself other than my own. Thamagar translates the runes engraved around the sides of the tall door. Black plate. We won't be able to open this door without the key. The only choice we have is turning back to where the thief came from. You gain focus 2, then place door 1 in this position. Yeah, it is definitely the right one. Good work, Tork. Here is a door. Have some focus. Great. Don't know, that really needed an interaction token, did it? So he's got another 5 movement points remaining. So, did we go for that chest? 1, 2, 3. And we'll open the door. Let's have a look at what the door says. Backtracking. Without a better alternative, you reopen the passageway to the tomb robber tried to block up, and his motivation soon becomes clear to you. Creatures are creeping everywhere, rising from ruined corners. How could they be here, so far under the earth? In fact, the reason is that we should be near to the surface, my friend. Thanks, Thamagar, my guy. All right, what do we got? Monster Raid. Ah, cool. There's a commander. Sick. I'll go set this up. All right, since I just straight up murdered that guy in the last one, I'm just going to use him. I don't know if that's allowed, but his name's Warlock Lass, the Fallen Advisor. We murdered him. Maybe he's come back to haunt us. So he's got a couple of special rules in there, so I'm going to have to look up those special rules. But let's just quickly have a look at this. So we've got a commander. We've got 2 chess tokens. It's our first veteran that I've seen, but no, we don't have 3 players. So we've got Monster Raid, and we can't open that door while there are at least 2 enemies on the map. Fortunately, there is only 1 at the moment, so Eldritch Missiles. Oh, how good is this? All right. So, things that I love about this game. Number 1, commanders. The way that they are structured, the things that they do, I find that to be a very cool way of creating a challenge. I will say that I've not had significant difficulty with commanders as yet. Now, that may be because of the characters that I've selected. It may be because the difficulty of the game is intended to be relatively easy. Yeah, I think we'll see. I am also playing with the original rules, which is you can do as many minor actions as you want. And in Awakenings and Apocalypse, you do not get to do that. So we'll see how that feels when we get to that. So Tork still has 2 movement points left. Now, I'm just going to look up a couple of things very quickly, so I'll return in a second. Okay, so Warlock Lass has a magical attack if we look at the initiative track, which means he does not move unless he could get to darkness. Now, logically, if you were to play that out in your mind, if he moves 1, 2, 3, he doesn't get to darkness this turn. But if he then moves second turn, he could get to darkness. However, because he can't get to darkness this turn, in theory, he's not going to move. That's how I'm going to play it because that's the way the rules are as written. So he's got a magical attack, so he will target Curse 1 and Stun, which is very bad. Reckoner, I am confident, is on this list, and that is the most corrupted hero and then the fastest. So he's got some pretty punishing attacks coming our way, actually, does Warlock Lass. So you can get fucked, mate. All right, we're still on Tork's turn. He's still got 2 movement left. So he's going to go 1, 2. He is not going to get in range of anyone, unfortunately. However, we can use a red cube on our Tork, on our Join the Fray, which is to move 1, 2. And then throw our Orcish Blade at him. We ticked it into a 1, which means we don't do anything. That's a real shame. Oh, actually, I needed to do the move. Very good. So we'll go to the initiative tracker now. So it is Warlock Lass. So Reckoner is most curse cubes. So it then goes to Tork, which means he's going to suffer Curse and Stun because there's no way for us to prevent any a 5. We can't do it. Self-prevent 5. Retaliate 3. Intercept, prevent 2. Actually, we could do it. Yeah, let's do this. So we'll use a move 3, prevent 2, intercept. So he now has move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And prevent 2. And then we'll also use over here on Torks, we'll use a blue cube to prevent 3. So we're preventing 5 in total, which means his attack does not stun us, nor does it curse us. And that is the end of Warlock Lass. So back to here, Drasek goes. He can now move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And he'll just go with a Valiant Smite. So he'll move to there. Valiant Smite, which is +1 to hit with a reroll, +2 damage. He hits a 5, +2 to hit is not enough, so he gets to reroll. Come on, 16 plus. 15, you joker. He's not a black target anyway. Cool, so that'll do 6 damage to our commander. So he's down to 22. That's good, so do we focus and cleanse? Heal 2 and cleanse 1. Yeah, let's do this. This is going to be a good plan. We're going to use a blue cube to heal 2 and cleanse. Oh, no, I don't want to cleanse. I want focus. That's not a good plan. Shit plan. Shit plan. Oh no, he used his intercept during their action, so he's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think probably this is a little bit of a waste, but we'll go focus 1 and cleanse 1 on Drasek, which will then get us 3 focus, so we can then make our 2 attacks using Blazing Smite. So we'll do that. So Blazing Smite, that's a 16, so that is 5 damage plus burn 2. So he's down to 17, and he's burning for 2, and then we go again. A 2 is a miss. So Thaumagar, 1, 2, 3, 4. He is in range, and so he will do 3 damage, and he will make it another burn. 1, 2, 3. So he's got a total of burn 4. I don't think Warlock Lass is long for this world. Unlucky Warlock Lass. But there's some bad things about to happen. So good work, everyone. Monster raid. There is 1 monster on the board. We just flip it over. So we're not going to summon a monster. Haste. Activate the commander. Then activate it 1 more time if there are 5 or more damage runes on the initiative track. 5 or more orange runes on the initiative track. There's not. So he's just going to activate again. So he doesn't move. He stands there and he just fires another spell at Tork. Tork does have 2 shield up this time. He had 2 shield up last time. What a doofus. Well, that's okay. It just means we do things in a slightly different order. Because you have to use your shields before you use your prevent. That's fine. We'll use this red cube to prevent 4 and the shield. So Tork is done. He does not take any damage from that, so no curse and stun. Then we move over to Eldritch Missiles. This attack targets the 2 most corrupted heroes at any range, dealing X damage to them, X being 3. So we will have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and that is all for our brave Tork. And we then draw 1 rune from the track, and the rune that we draw is a blue rune, and it is this little shape. Don't like that it's a blue rune. The closest spot is down here. The closest hero is like that. Okay, so if we go now, we flip this now. So we are summoning a monster, which means that this door is not locked. So I can open that door if I would like to. Warlock Lass has 4 burn on him. So if we can take him down to 4 health, he will die. So we need to do 10 damage to him. We can pretty comfortably do that with... Oh, we want to use a blue cube for that, not a red cube. We can pretty comfortably do that. So let's do it this way. Let's use our new grappling hook from Tork. Over here, so red on grappling hook, it's +2 to hit, it's +3 damage, which will take it to 8. We don't have any fury left. We don't have any fury yet. That's enough, and it does 8 damage, and telekinesis 3. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Make me lose my breath. Bring me water. I'm just trying to decide if I push him around. Yeah, because all we want to do is move him away from the 1, 2, 3, away from the darkness. There. Still going to get there. It's fine. Because we're gonna then do a mighty blow, +1 damage, plus 2 hit, +1 damage, and knockdown. It's gonna kill him, but 6 is enough because of our Ring of Precision. So, Warlock Lass, we barely knew thee, but you have been defeated by the brave heroes of Darren Tork and mighty Drasek. So if we go back over here now, he's gone. We're going to go all the way down to Drasek. These are gone. He has movement 5. Tork hasn't moved yet. 1, 2, 3. Drasek will go 1, 2. Actually, what we need to do here is decide if we want to clear those runes. And we probably do want to clear those runes because it extends our timer for the game. There's a pile of runes. I'm going to move them to here so you can see them. There you go, there's a pile of runes there. So he's speed 5, so he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he can clear those runes straight away. I feel like that is probably the right thing to do, and we just delay the thing. Yep, so let's do that. So Drasek will take his movement. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He takes 2 damage from going into darkness. He will then expend an action cube to, which will be this blue one, to clear the pile of runes. We're going to leave a red one in there. We'll just put it there even though it's not there. The rest of these runes go back in the bag. And if we would spawn, we manifest a rune to see if we spawn a monster. The only way we will spawn a monster is if we pull a red rune, of which there is very few in the bag, so that's fine. Drasek will then expend a red cube to move 1, 2, and he will unlock this chest. And he goes, takes 2 bleed, but he's immune to bleed. 3, 4, 5. Speed 5 is actually fucking amazing. I don't think there's anything we need from here, but can't hurt to see what we've got. We've got a trauma cube, which we want to do. Potion of healing. I think we'll keep the trauma cube one. All right, so that's it. Thamagar, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll just heal Tork for 2. 1, 2. And that's it for the dungeon. So we now go to the monster raid. So we flip a rune. If we flip a red rune, a monster's going to come out. Haha, orange, no rune. So we don't put a vampire spawn down. We now draw 2 runes for darkness, so we are probably going to get some darkness happening here. Thamagar might just go there so we don't kill him. All right, we get an orange, another one of those, Bobby Dazzlers, and a green. A lot of darkness. A lot of darkness happening. Don't feel great about that. Yeah, it has to be like this. Boop. And then like this. All right, 2 damage for both of our brave heroes. 1, 2, 1, 2. We go back to the start. And it's Tork's turn. So he will move off the darkness, 1 to there, and open the door. So the door is... Let's have a look, see what the door says. Passing through the next door, you face a wide, ruined hall to which the darkness has already found its way before you, blocking the passage from whence it came with ruined slabs, landslides, and black tendrils. But that isn't all. Cornered inside, wounded after struggles beyond counting, a man stands and fights against wave after wave of the creatures, letting out a smile of pleasure when he sees a friendly face coming through the doors where he expected only his doom. How good. Oh my goodness, we get to face some abominations. Cool. All right, I'll set this up, friends. All right, look at this. How cool is this setup? So, got an abomination. It's all happening. I'm very excited. The old Reckoner chain. I've decided to nip with it's just the same. I didn't really get to see much of those guys in the last fight. So, Chained Reckoner, Shadow Witch, Abomination. Tork still has plenty to do here, so he's still got his extra 2 movement points, 1, 2. He has walked into darkness this turn. That is a suboptimal turn of events. However, Mighty Tork has his beheading strike available. So we'll do his beheading strike. And he suffers a -2 penalty to hit because of the darkness here. So we'll put out his curse cube on Savage Charge. 16 plus would be nice. 4 is a definite miss. However, we have a Fury token to spend. So we shall spend the Fury token for a reroll. We get a 2. You chump. All right, well, what do we want to do? Stomping Leap, maybe? Get over here. Yeah, no, I think we're just going to do another beheading strike actually. Critical, natural 20. 14 damage. Leaving her alive on 1. Pretty good. Do I kill her with the stun log splitter attack? No, we'll just retaliate her to death, I think. Nice work, Tork. Nice work. Over to the dungeon. So she's going to go, she is a ranged attacker. So she will move 1 to here. And she will do a burn 2 and silence. Now, I don't like that at all. Because this is 7 damage. I don't think I can do any prevention. No, I can't. So I will use this blue cube to prevent 4 and move 2. 1, 2. Because I'm taking 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. I've got Scroll of Icy Bolt. Maybe I should use that. Yeah, I'll use a Scroll of Icy Bolts. That's silly. Clear that. Got plenty of room. So we'll kill her with the Scroll of Icy Bolts. She dies. So we'll still be here. And we'll put on him and stun him as well. 1, 2, 3. Scroll of Icy Bolts. He's stunned. It's a stunning turn of events. Alright, so that's fine. Don't, because the Shadow Witch has silence, which takes away all of your cubes, blue and green, which is actually a really, really powerful ability. But that's fine. So Shadow Witch is gone. It's Drasek's turn. So Drasek, movement 5. How good is it? 1, 2, expend a cube, and we'll go 3. Expend a blue cube. That's the wrong person, Deno. Expend a blue cube to do the same thing as we did on the last one. Guess what? We'll leave a red one there. We've just got 2 reds there, so let's see how many monsters are going to get summoned now. Not many, if any. And then we have a yellow cube left. We're going to put that on our periaptive healing. Because we will heal ourselves for 1, 2, 3. We'll heal Tork for 1, 2, 3. And that is all. We then recover, put out a curse cube. We'll put it on our intercept, which we actually use for the first time ever, which is very nice. Our friend, our brave friend Thamagar. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to heal Tork for 2. 1, 2. And that'll do. So if we go to our initiative tracker now, Chained Reckoner, he's speed 3, 1, 2, 3, doesn't have an attack anyway, so he is done. And we move on to the Abomination. So he is immune to burn, he's got strike, he's got regeneration 1, and he's got stun. So his target for the 6 will be Drasek. He can move to darkness, and so he will. 1, 2. So Drasek is going to use a self-prevent 5. And Tork will use a blue cube to prevent 3, which is a total of prevent 8. and that is enough to prevent him from stunning and regenerating. And that is it. We draw one rune from the... Oh, no, we don't. Because, actually we still do. Still do draw the rune, but everyone is already on darkness. And so we suffer crush, which is 2 damage per person. Okay. So we flip back to Tork. All right, so we want to get off the... Yep, so we'll do this. He's going to get 1, 2 to here. I think we will do a mighty blow and see if we can knock down this chained reckoner, who looks more annoying at the moment probably. That's a 12, so that is a hit. We have a fury which we can spend. So we will not spend that fury for the moment. And so that will do 6 damage. He has 7 remaining. We will use a log splitter, which is +1 to hit. We roll 17, so that is another 1 successful, and that does 7 damage, which kills him. Oof, Tork is just an absolute beast at the moment. So that gains him a fury. It heals him for 1. And he's still got a cube left. So we'll use our focus 1, cleanse 1 to cleanse our black cube and give us a focus. We go over to Drasek now, so he will move. Yep. He'll move 1, 2, 3 to here, which is adjacent. And then he will use a Valiant Smite, which is a 13, which will hit. So that does +2 damage. So he's going to do 6 damage to the big guy. So he goes down to 14. And then he doesn't really have any, can't push, can't stun. So a lot of his stuff that he does is not really helpful. So we might just do a Righteous Purge, maybe? No, we'll focus 1 and cleanse 1 as well. Just keep our focus ticking over. So that's it. He is done. Don't want to scroll of Icy Bolts. It's a waste. Cool. Thaumagar. 1, 2, 3. He'll stay there in the darkness. So he will suffer... we'll put a poison on the abomination. So we do 3 damage to the abomination and poison him. Is that right, Deno? 1, 2, 3, and poison it is. That's it. The abomination is going to go, because if we look at monster raid, that flips. There's monster on the board. No vampire spawn. No hellish flayers. Abomination goes, and he will regenerate for 1. Goes to 12. He will take 2 damage from poison. 1, 2. And then he will strike 1 and stun. He targets the brave Drasek, who has no way of preventing this one, unfortunately. So Drasek will retaliate for 3. 1, 2, 3. Take him down to 7. Sure, Tork will retaliate as well. 1, 2, 3. Take him down to 4. 2, 3, 4. Which means he's going to die from poison. But Tork is stunned. And takes 8 damage, down to 4. Yucky. Okay, that is the end of the monster's turn. We're drawing 2 runes from the bag. We draw an orange L shape. And remember, we get to choose how we place this, so we're going to place it like this. And then we draw another orange Z, which is me gaming the system a little bit, because you can't place this, and you're not supposed to do this, but I think the zigzags is a thing. That's it. Back to Tork. He will go like this. Oh, geez, I just want to use my... What's he got left? I don't need to do anything. He's just going to... Tharmagard's going to kill him. All right. He's going to use a jumping leap. 1, 2, 3 to avoid the darkness. We're next to that interaction token. It is page 19. And it has interaction 2. So let's have a look. Aha! It's this friendly face. Tell the man to stand up and defend himself. Ask the man if he can give you anything to help you. Ask the man what he's doing here. Examine the man's wounds. 80, oh, that's Tork. We'll examine his wounds. 85. See if we can help the guy. Actually, no, we'll tell him to stand up and defend himself. That's very thematic for Tork to do that. Stand up and defend yourself. Knowing that this will be the end of it if he doesn't fight, you urge the man to defend himself. However, as soon as he raises his guard, a stabbing pain attacks him, driving him to his knees. Screaming the agony, the adventurer gasps in his wounded belly as thick dark blood spills out from his undergarments. Could this be the birth of a new creature of darkness? Dilemma. 90, strike a mercy blow. Or 91, try to heal the man. I think we will strike a mercy blow. Poor friend. Alright, so regretting the tragic fate of the man, but not willing to risk yourselves, you make the hard decision before a creature of darkness may or may not emerge from him. And so, without any pride or joy from the act, you strike a mercy blow that ends the man's misery. You gain focus 2 and remove this token. Whoops! Sorry, mate. Sorry for killing you, friend. Oh my god. We have Bloodlust. Whenever you kill a monster during your turn, after you resolve your current action, you may take an additional cube action. That is great. I just killed you, mate, and I'm very sorry about that, but maybe you shouldn't be wandering around this dungeon, hey? I think that's silly of you to do that. Okay. So he's still got his movement action. There is a door. Door 3, which is locked. It is here. Guess what? 1, 2, 3. We will have a look at this door now. The final door. An empty throne. You fight your way through, going deeper into the mountain, hoping it would bring you up to the surface. Unlike the other doors you have passed, this one is unlocked, its hinges ruined, corrupted by the darkness, you presume. Ahead, a wide arched hall with ornaments and tapestries is clearly made by the dwarves opens to you. A throne, sculpted in stone and placed in the front of a heap of treasures, dominates this place. How could a chamber like this be so untouched? Let us find out. There is a pile of runes. There is some treasure. Cool. There's no one in there. I'll set that up. All right, it's set up. So in this room, we just read, "We are all robbers" on page 34. As soon as someone goes for a chest. So we were here. We've gone 1, 2, 3. We now have one red cube left. And so we will use that to do an into the fray, which is move 2. 1, 2, and we'll put up our shield. That creates a recall. We will put it on savage charge, and that will be all. Actually, let's put it on stomping leap. And if we go over to here, we still have no Shadow Witch. Drasek is going to go, he is going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he's going to expend an action cube to move 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to here. He's going to open a chest. Cool. Let's read We Are All Robbers on page 34. As soon as the first of the chests is opened, a thundering voice resounds over the hall. The ornate throne isn't empty anymore. Scoundrels! You came back to steal what's left of James Laken's wealth? It was not enough to seize my treasure most dear? Yells the ghost of a dwarf, almost as tall as a human, rising from his seat. By the grace of Gilgaroth, that smell, he continues, sniffing the air with a nose that doesn't feel any scent. And as if it isn't enough, this time you brought the Varatash? Damn you all! And so suddenly the hall shivers and a rumble echoes everywhere, followed by a curtain of dust, and the following moments, as the dust settles, a sharp abyssal cliff appears before where stood a thick wall. Rising from the rubble remains, and held together by the enemy's blackened tendrils, is a bridge offering passage to more creatures of darkness beyond. Oh my god. We're putting another commander down. Oh, sick. And the last enemy is defeated. Alright. Do not forget all special rules, triggers, and events. Every empty space adjacent is considered... Oh my god. If effective, a push or telekinesis places a monster into one of these empty spaces, that monster is thrown into the abyss and defeated. Bzz, 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 bzz. Alright, I'm going to go set this up. That's sick. Alright, it's outstanding. This is the setup now. We've linked back up to the starting location, which is amazing. And so we're all robbers tumbling down, so we can push the monster into there, which is great. End of the adventure, the calm before the storm. That's fine, that's fine. So we've just got a commander. We've killed Warlock last, so we're not going to use him. Let's go, have we done Commander Twins? Let's do Commander Twins. They sound fun. Might be time for us to look at an Overlord. Actually, do I have an Overlord? I'm not sure if I have an Overlord. I need to buy an Overlord. Oh, reds galore. So the Commander Twins are acting right at the end, which is fun. And then we have a red, wow, this is very compressed, a red below and a red above. There is no Shadow Witch, there is no Hellslayer, there is just an Abomination. Let's have a look at what we got in our chest. We took poison, but we're immune to poison. Potion of Healing. We'll discard that Potion of Healing straight away to heal 6 health. Delightful. And we still have a cube action left, so let's do a... Commander Twins are immune to knockdown, immune to intimidate, immune to stealth. Oh, you're in so much trouble. So much trouble. I actually think this is just straight up and down over this fight, because I'm just going to use my grappling hook to throw the guy onto the fucking thing, into the abyss below. So let's do that. Drasek's just going to use his blue cube to heal himself. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and that's done. He was stunned actually, so he doesn't have a second cube action. Boot, boot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's done. So if we go over to our track now, Thamagar goes, he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll just nuke this guy who's standing down here for 3 damage, and then he will die to poison because he has poison 4 on him, which is good. So the abomination is gone. And that's Thamagar. So now monster raid. So we will probably be summoning a monster now because when we flip a blue, there is a blue in this stack. So there's a blue monster. One of these guys coming. Boom, and he will go here. However, he activates before Commander Twin, speed 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Geez, that looks like a scary place to stand, Commander Twin guy. I'm not even worried about his health. Just gonna push him off. Pew. Yeah, so we do have to kill that little shadow vampire, so that's fine. If we go and have a look at our thing, nothing, done, draw that. Attack targets the strongest hero that is adjacent to the commander. Nope. Draw 1 rune. We do draw a green one of those. Seen plenty of those shapes, actually. And the strongest hero is Drasek. It's going to go there. I mean, technically it should go here. I don't mind. It's not going to matter. Not a jot. And that's it. We go to Tork. He's just going to go like this. He's going to use his grappling hook in a second. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to grappling hook. It's stupid. Shadow vampire spawn. Is that a 19? Yes, it is. Guess what, mate? 1, 2, 3. You're off the edge. Boo! Dead. And then what else can you do, buddy? What else can you do? Oh, mate, we got fun times to play with here. We'll just cleanse our thing and gain another focus. He's done. And then if we go over to the wide shot, you can see that Chimes of Madness, Intimidate X and Fatigue X to them if we are unable to prevent 2 damage. We will prevent 3 damage on Drasek using that blue cube, and then Tork will suffer 1, 2, and he will have all of his cubes thingied, and he will be intimidated for 6, but he's fine with that because now Drasek is just going to use a blue cube and do a gravity push and push that commander off the cliff. That's right, isn't it? Tumbling down. Every empty space adjacent to the bridge is considered abyss, and the heroes may use this in their favour. If any effect of a push or telekinesis places a monster, the monster is thrown to the abyss and is defeated. When the last enemy is defeated. And that is it. Cool. And I'll say I like the fact that you get to really utilise stuff around the terrain, and I've felt like for a long time that since I've been playing this game, not a long time, but that the height stuff is one of the coolest parts of this game that probably hasn't been leveraged enough yet. So we'll see if it gets leveraged more. I like that, like even though I just trashed a commander without even looking at him. End of the adventure, the calm before the storm. Even though you are at the limit of your powers, Thamagar and you prevail in one more deadly battle. The corpses of the creatures of darkness are all around you. But not everything is resolved. The furious ghost waits patiently to see the outcome of the battle. The first time I saw you, I thought you were robbers, and I was ready to teach you good manners. However, you fought the Varatash valiantly, and for that, you deserve my respect. Therefore, I will give you the chance to explain yourselves before deciding what to do. the dwarf states, offering you the pleading spot before his throne. Grunts continue to reverberate in the distance, running through darkness of the collapsed paths, and though they seem far away, you know it's only a matter of time until their owners reach you. Without wasting any time, Tharmagar and you burst out the tale of your quest, trying to convince the dwarf king of your good nature. We proceed to the camp phase, and we may now read The King Under the Mountain. Cool, so we are going to unlock a level 2 hero skill and a dungeon roll skill for our hero. That seems exciting, a level 2 skill. That is cool. After the adventure, the presentations were made and misunderstandings undone, and you can finally enjoy famous dwarven hospitality for a few hours. Rather, almost enjoy. Even though your host offers you a sip of the brown ale he hoarded with high esteem, the decayed wood of the barrel resolves in your hands as quickly as if you tried to take it from the shelf where it was stored. Nevertheless, the rancid liquid that spilled from it could hardly be called a drink. Then, the dwarf decides to ask what year this is. You almost feel the heart he didn't have falter when he discovered his spirit has slumbered for almost 7 centuries. Actually, your majesty, it would be 7 centuries according to the doctrine's calendar. To you, the people of Udin, the count precedes ours by almost 800 years. Appalled as if he'd been told of a relative's death, the ghost slumped upon his throne. You didn't know how his incorporeal silhouette didn't penetrate the stone. If not for the sorrow that overcame the king, the scene would be comical. By the fire of the Six, what followed the War of Shadows? We won? They won? This is why they're everywhere? You won in your time, but the enemy came back, and now we're at war once again. I researched the tome, Veritas, and although it tells us much about our enemy, nothing is told about its general, the Undead King. Undead King? What the hell is an Undead King? His Majesty frowns, finding the words strange. Ooh! And that is it. That is the end of that mission. I liked it. I liked it a lot. We'll have a look. I think, so I'm pretty sure that you don't get many instances to level up to a level 2 ability, so I think we'll just take a level 2 ability. This wisdom skill has Bestow Grace, Heal 4 and Cleanse 2. That seems pretty powerful. Range, what does this range skill do? Wings of Strike 1, Prevent 4. Wings of Cover, nice. Because it has to be one of those. It says it has to be a level 2 hero skill or a dungeon roll skill. I'll go look that up. We'll decide later on. Good mission, fun mission, enjoyed it. Hope you're all enjoying the playthrough so far. I'm quite enjoying it. The action cube mechanic is very good. We may look at upping the difficulty a little bit. It's probably sitting a little bit too easy for me at the moment. Maybe that's the characters I've chosen. Maybe that's my magnificent strategic mind. I'm not sure. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. I'll chat to you on the next episode. BigDeno out.